Welcome to this step-by-step tutorial on how to import and export application data in Oracle Enterprise Data Management